Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the Ambitious Casual channel. My name is Rob. And today's film we're going to be reviewing is Call of the Wild, based on the novel by Jack London. And before I go any further, just take 1 second. Look at that face. I'm sure he was a nice guy, but I gotta say, gives me the heebie-jeebies. Not gonna lie. Gives me a little bit of a weird feeling. Call of the Wild tells a story of Buck, a dog whom doesn't have a home. We follow him as he goes from place to place, master to master, and trust me, the word master is a big deal in regards to this movie. You're gonna hear that word a lot in this entire film. And him just trying to find his place. The movie's directed by Chris Sanders. He directed Lilo and Stitch, How to Train Your Dragon, and The Croods. Lilo and Stitch being one of my favorite movies of all time. I loved that movie. And adapted to screenplay by Michael Green. If you don't know, he wrote the script for Blade Runner 2049, Logan, and the world-renowned superhero film. Get it? Wait. Green Lantern. I gotta say, it's been a very long time since I read the book. A very long time. So I did not remember the story going into it. So I was going in a little fresh. The beginning is slow. Like I said, we're seeing Buck go from master to master. And honestly, the promotions, the trailers for this movie, all is promoting Buck. And who else? Harrison Ford. Obviously, he's the one that everyone wants to see. Good old John Thornton. The one that actually feels a connection to Buck unlike anyone else. We see people that use Buck as for their own purposes. Another one that sees Buck as just something, he's an independent dog that can do his own thing, but also help them out in the process. But then we see John Thornton's relationship with the dog. Something that he seems like he needs the dog, as well as Buck needs him to figure each other out. But because of that, the relationship between John and Buck being so strong, I really didn't care about anybody else. And as a matter of fact, we don't even get to see the relationship between Buck and John until maybe halfway through the movie. The entire time we're hearing the narration of Harrison Ford's voice kind of telling us a story of what's going on in the moment, because obviously Buck can't speak. And I've got to say, could you not just give us a little bit? Just a little bit of something in your narration? I swear, there was moments while Harrison Ford was narrating that, one, I couldn't hear what he was saying. Two, it's as if the director told him, Harrison Ford, you know that deep, gravelly voice, like when you speak, it's like gemstones rubbing up against each other? I need you to do that the entire time. And Harrison Ford was like, well, good enough. Don't have to put much effort into it. That's my Harrison Ford impression, by the way. And it just seemed like lazy narration. Like I kind of wish that Harrison Ford gave a bit more color in his voice while he was narrating the entire film. That does not go to say that his acting in the film was bad, though. His acting was great. He's a good actor. Like, no one can deny that. He's a great actor. But his narration really took me out of the movie at times. And that's not the only thing that took me out of the movie. If you haven't realized by watching the trailers, or even seen some of the promo art, Buck is not a real dog. Buck is a CGI dog. There is some behind the scenes footage of people that are in the motion capture suits, actual people performing as Buck the dog. And it's kind of weird because that, in and of itself, really took me out of the movie as well. Like, I honestly thought I was looking at Boomer from Far Cry 5. Like, the CGI and the graphics looked just the same. And I did not feel no emotional connection to Buck as well. I think what they wanted to do with the CGI was kind of give off the message that Buck is a capable, strong, and independent dog that you probably couldn't get out of a real dog. But the thing is, a lot of the dog movies that people love to go see, those dogs are real. Hachi, Marley and Me, that's an actual real dog. So I don't know why is it that they probably couldn't do it with this. I understand that this dog actually goes through a lot. There's a lot of physical things that go on with this dog, along with every other dog, because every other dog is also CGI as well. I don't think there's an actual real dog in this movie at all. Everything's CGI. Every single animal is CGI. And it hindered me from actually building some emotional connection to the dog, or even to the movie itself, to the story, because the only thing I really only cared about was Harrison Ford, because he was something that I could understand. I actually didn't even get emotional in the movie. The only thing that made me emotional was the man right next to me who was crying. And I was like, God, I'm sorry, sir. I understand. It's gonna be okay. Why am I talking like this? And also, Harrison Ford, there's a point in the movie, no spoiler, he is with Buck and they're trying to trace out the map as to where they need to go. And then they go. And then later on, someone stumbles upon his map that he left in his place. And I'm like, Harrison Ford, you must have the brain of a god, because how in the world are you gonna remember all the directions that you need to go to get to the destination you need to get to? Like, you left your map back there, Harrison Ford. How do you remember all that? But with all that being said, again, this movie, it's obviously was made for a certain audience. The theater that we were in, as I was watching it, filled with people maybe over the age of like 60 years old. And all of them were loving it. So, if you are a 60-year-old, or you have the heart of a 60-year-old, you may enjoy this film, not gonna lie. They all were loving it. They were all responding to it, gasping, laughing, and everything like that. But as a film in and of itself, and obviously you click this video to see what my impression is, I did not like this movie at all. Did not feel a connection to it at all. The story just seemed very shallow. And along with all of that, Harrison Ford, please put a little bit more effort in your narration, please. This movie gets a big thumbs down from me. But that's just my opinion. Anyways, thanks for watching this video, guys. If you liked it, hit the thumbs up button. Let me know what you thought about the movie and we can discuss about it. Let's talk about it in the comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed so you can keep up with all the latest movie reviews. Until next time, guys, keep watching those movies.